Steve Jobs talks about how you might not see the underside of a table, but that certainly matters. Just knowing that the underside of a table is finished and complete and the whole table has integrity means a lot. Like, nobody else might know it's there, but the fact you know it's there, that has a lot of meaning to you. And I think that's how we approach our products. My name is Dave, I'm 31 years old, and I co-manage a company that has a couple different websites and a fulfillment operation, and we do a number of things. We put on a conference or two. We pretty much have a lot of fun and do whatever comes to mind.
Hi, my name is Dan. I'm Dave's twin, so I'm the same age. And we do more or less the same. We run a company that has quite a few companies underneath that company. We do a lot. We'll show up wearing the same color palette, or we'll have the same idea or same thought, or, you know, all that weird stuff that happens to twins. It's real.
There's always been a synergy with the way we think creatively. It's definitely a ricochet effect in that the ideas are bouncing off one another and contributing to one another to a point where when we've both reached satisfaction, we know it's finished.
Playing cards are almost like a sneaker, you know. It's an accessory to our daily routine. There's so many different styles and colors of decks out there, and for us, depending on the mood we're in or what we're wearing or where we're going, we have a deck to fit that mood.
To us, a deck of playing cards is an empty canvas, and we love to work with artists from all over the world on unique designs. We like to come up with themes and tell a story with a deck of cards.
When we started a long time ago, there were only a handful of resources to go to find cardistry. It wasn't even called cardistry. It was called card flourishing. And it was kind of like a subgenre of card magic.
Yeah, you would find card flourishes in magic books, and one of the first flourishes we ever learned was Chris Kenner's Sybil from his book published in the early 90s called Out of Control. And we thought this was the coolest thing. To us, it was like a skateboard trick. You know, it wasn't magic, it was just visually appealing, and we loved working on the dexterity and just taking it and coming up with our own variations. And that's sort of how we got started in cardistry. You know, we started with the very basics. We started with flourishes from magic books, and then started creating variations, and then eventually coming up with our own unique ways of getting into flourishes, and other people started doing it, and eventually it just caught on and it became a movement.
I think cardistry right now is still in its infancy. You can probably relate it to maybe, there's that documentary or that group of skateboarders back in the early, I think late 80s, early 90s, the Dogtown Z-Boys, where they were skating swimming pools, empty swimming pools. It wasn't until after that where skateboarding really elevated to a whole new level, and I think you could probably relate cardistry as it is right now to that time. Like, it's only going to grow as more and more people get into it, and as the vocabulary starts to form, and as it becomes more and more mainstream and known.